Okay, there we go.
Oh, that's not the same. That was not the same.
Whoa,
That was not the same Wahoo!
Yeah, it's not. It's not. Okay, first off, even if I get... Even with the Phantom build, I thought that would change it, huh? Okay, well, in that case, let's see, that was the default setting, and we just gonna, yeah, do that. Autosave, what?
Guess just in case.
Then they, I guess, autosave on, I guess. I thought it did autosave already. I thought it did that in the original at least, but okay.
Do not touch the power or reset button.
Okay. Anyway.
Nah!
It's not the same. It's not the same. So yeah, I think pretty obvious why we're playing this tonight, because, well, okay, first off, not doing the True Arena anymore for, Triple Deluxe, because when I went back to it, I forgot how much of a slog that True Arena is. Just the bosses take forever, and I don't think it would be very entertaining, so, I want to move on to the next, game at this point, and I remembered we threw around the idea of Klonoa a few times, kind of deal, so I was like, yeah, you know what, I need to burn, like, 2 weeks. Sure, let's do it, because we do got the collection coming up soon. This also gives me, time, because we are going to be, polling right now for what Fire Emblem game we're going to be doing after this. Either Path of Radiance Blind, or, Fire Emblem Awakening Iron Man, which is basically no reset run. You can go vote for right there. Once we're done with Klonoa, the choice will be locked in at that point, so...
Our current progress, it seems Path of Radiance is winning by 3 votes ahead.
Nice.
Shit, I'm gonna actually have to study.
Yeah, and when I, whatchamacallit, when I put up, just in the Discord of what version of the game to play tonight, because I was debating between PS1 and Wii, you guys voted Wii on that one, so we're gonna do with that. I haven't actually played this version all the way through. I've seen Let's Plays and such with that. But I also haven't played Klonoa since my review I did of it way back in the day. I think that was like 5 years ago at this point. So, yeah, I was gonna revisit it before it came out, but yeah, the remakes came out, but yeah.
Dude!
No. I was gonna do something to do with love, but no, I think that needs to be RPG exclusive for that kind of deal. I know. Yes! Yeah, the Nightbot one is not the right one. I think I need to get rid of Nightbot because I moved everything to the Stream Elements one instead.
Don't you think it's kind of strange?
Now, sometimes you wake up and you know you had a dream, but you can't remember it. Where do you suppose those dreams go? From this little Chaos Emerald drink. But there's one dream I remember very clearly. It was something happening right now. I am not used to him being this big. It feels kind of wrong.
What are you talking about? We Sonic adventured this man.
So I wasn't planning on putting on the English voices anyway, because I'm not a big fan of this game's dub, but I was looking them up just for fun facts. The voice of Klonoa, for whatever reason, you guys remember that green car from the movie Cars, the one with the mustache? That and Klonoa are the only 2 voice roles that man has ever done.
Kachinka!
You mean there was somebody that was in charge of the dub, watched Cars, saw that man, and was just like, yes, Klonoa.
But real quick, did he actually come back for Cars 3?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, so I
mean,
think he's
I've been
voiced
doing
him
a
in
lot
the
of
in those 2 films and Disney Infinity. So yeah.
Damn, what's been going on in his life?
Cars apparently.
Because I too think of that little kid's voice by that teenage boy's body.
Yeah, his voice is also very. It definitely wants to be a Sonic character with the voice they gave him, I feel. But I don't know. I don't think it really fits for Klonoa.
I think the idea they wanted to go is that they wanted to have a better transition from Klonoa 1 and 2 in terms of design.
It still is really weird, because I feel like this game works better with a much younger Klonoa, while here they make him seem more like a teenager sort of thing. I don't know. Doesn't quite fit right with me. Though I do love him in Klonoa. I do love his design in Klonoa 2 and stuff like that. I think that design is still aces.
At least the remasters be like, okay, we'll give you back Tiny Klonoa.
Yes. And I mean, it basically looks like it's this version of the game, but with the tinier model and a lot more color.
Color!
When we're done here, go look up the gameplay, footage that we have. You'll immediately notice it looks a lot better. Just by, color choice and stuff like that. This version does feel a little desaturated, I do think.
Well, I've seen the port's been seems to be working a good job. The only issues I've been seeing is that there's some weird lighting changes in the opening bits of the second game, which could lead to some tone dissonance, but that's pretty much it.
Yeah, Brandon, it's gonna be this is a very casual playthrough for this one. Again, I haven't played Klonoa since my original playthrough back at my review, so...
It's going to be a very casual playthrough, which is why Klonoa will fall straight to his death.
And I will fall a lot because of this game's hovering. I can already tell you that now. Because, okay, if you haven't played Klonoa before, here's the thing about Klonoa's hover. If I hold the button, it automatically activates, kind of deal. Unless I, tap it a little bit after, but you even then kind of have, a weird window to do it that way. And you don't get, your hover back after it's already technically used. So a lot of the time, that hover will end up killing you probably more than anything else in this game, honestly.
Because yes, whenever Klonoa grabs something,
they inflate him, and then they die. Just like Dig Dug. Unfortunately, it does not have a... There is technically a skip button for the cutscenes, but their dialogue also moves very slow in the Wii remake compared to the PS1 text.
Please enjoy our cinematic experience.
I know it was definitely made to sync up with the original voice acting and not this version of it, but yeah. Yeah, Jojo, I don't think this design for Klonoa is bad. I do think his tooling is just a little bit more simple, and I think it works a little bit better. He does got some Sonic Boom shoes going on there next time we see him. But yeah, I think it's alright. The costume that they gave him that was his Klonoa 1 look on this lanky model doesn't really look right on that, but I gotta appreciate the little reference on that.
And then there's that Klonoa promo art that I'd never seen anybody use.
Yeah. Okay, Yeah, version. Oh, when we get back to gameplay, yeah, like when you see it from a distance, it does kind of look like he's got the sports tape effect going on with the shoes, kind of deal. Like when it zooms out, yeah, like there.
Oh dear.
It does look a little sports tapey.
You know, he's got that cage Sora outfit.
Oh god, yeah. I mean, the shoe size isn't nearly as big.
The hat's cute though.
Yeah, I do like the hat. Ah.
I know this is basically the base design they did for that Klonoa webcomic that they made that was apparently really good, but they discontinued it because pain.
I mean, yeah, we haven't gotten a new Klonoa game since this one. I think I first heard about this game from Nintendo Power, I think, when this game was when the remake was first coming out. I think that was an introduction to me, and then I think I saw the game first played by Antdude on his very, very old LP channel that no longer exists anymore. I think that was pretty much my first main exposure to Klonoa from that.
Yeah. I scared Klonoa during my platformer mascot phase. Like, oh look, a platformer in colors.
Oh, oh yes! Wow! Ooh. Oh, okay, I saw that one bit animation.
To be fair, it's a really good design.
Yeah. By the way, chat, audio all good and stuff like that? Just want to make sure on that.
No!
Ow! Oh, good? Alright. Thank you. Yeah, I don't get the autosave. You save after any level. So what's it say? I don't get it.
Just in case? Maybe if you... I don't know, can you get soft locked from autosave?
I don't feel like you can. That'd be really weird. Ah. Okay, I think I need to... This looks like a walk around. Yep.
This is definitely one of the first 2
Yeah, I think this and Kirby 64, I think, are like the two main games I remember this generation doing like the whole 2.5D kind of approach.
Trust me, this is probably more spectacular on the PS1.
Oh yeah, no, I think this game, like the original on PS1, I think still looks great for the system.
It would be really cool. It'd be cool for the remasters. They just do a PS1 for like they should like just play that one.
Oh, like an unlockable kind of deal.
Yeah,
That would be cool. Especially because what I keep hearing more and more is that the PS3 store is slowly dying. They're slowly killing it now. Well, nobody's looking, but... Because that's like the only way to actually get Klonoa PS1, because... My god, that disc has gotten really expensive over the years at this point.
What's that? You want to play a crack in time?
Well, I think, I don't know how expensive disc A Crack in Time is at this point.
I feel like it's gotta be expensive at this point.
I think, because I think digitally you could get it for like, I think it's like 10 or 15 bucks now.
Wow.
Tama,
Okay.
Yeah, Tama was always one I kept hearing about. I never got to play that one. Ah! Okay, there's the flutter. Screw me up.
I know almost exactly what I'm doing.
Yeah. Ah. Check up here. Is there anything up here? No. Okay.
Feels like it wants to be like a Kirby flutter, but nah. It tricks you into thinking it'd be. Maybe it's because it's just stopping in place.
Wait. Go back. Go back. Is there a way on that other path? Ah! Does it look like it? Okay, I think that's later on in the station. Oh no, no, wait,
Are you sure?
I was right. Oh man, Weaviewer, yeah, that's a name I haven't heard in a long time. Let it in the dark. Okay.
Yeah, in the car. Multiple different ways to get into the clock tower. I think it's the clock tower.
Ow. Yeah, that's also another change from the PS1 game. You have 5 hit points in this one instead of the 3.
It's slightly more generous. Oh yeah, you can also you can just throw them off things.
Wah!
Now it's 3. See? Oh, okay.
No.
So why does that music look like discounted Pikachus?
Yeah, I can see it. Whoa! Wow. Ow! Is that
Why
a boss
they?
fight? Yeah, okay.
I don't. This game is not very long. I think.
Yeah, I think this is gonna be a 2 or 2, maybe 3 sessioner, because I do remember the final level being pretty long.
Oh, Joker, you're looking a lot different than I remember.
I do remember back on the PS1, was it Gaius? His voice just being like really distorted in the PS1 game, I remember. Okay, oh no, yeah, it's still here. Okay, yep.
Meanwhile, the Eagle Symbol just give it a very suave voice. I guess.
Yeah. It was just like one frame, like it was still unstepped.
Give me the pendant.
What? Mine. Bye.
She'll be nice and cozy in here. You just walked back into the cap. Okay.
No, alright. Gosh, wow, this dialogue goes on for a long time. My gosh.
This is not good. Very well paced.
Yeah. Well, I think just that you can't skip forward it without skipping the entire cutscene either. It's like,
Whee! Oh, my giant chameleon toucan?
Yeah, I'm not sure what kind of animal is supposed to be on this one. Oh no, okay, it's gotta love it. Anyway. Boom.
Wow. Ooh.
Wow.
A bandit.
Ooh. Does anyone else live in this town? Or is it just Klonoa and his grandpa?
Thing is, I always assumed those rabbits over at the windmill were part of the town, but apparently not.
We went on a big journey.
Victor, just say hi. Waffle.
Well, Kieran, no, this is the first Klonoa. Like,
Remake.
this is the remake of that game, so... Not ready.
We are going to autumn.
Yeah, I do remember liking how this one also was in the PS1 version as well. Oh my gosh. There you go. Okay, do you guys have something in here? Nope, you are just a regular enemy, alright. There you go. So how are you all doing in chat tonight?
Been a chill day.
Yeah. Not so much on my end. Today was a very busy day at work for us. Oh, okay, yeah, that's a good thing one.
What are you doing here?
Mr. Dr. Seuss looking ass.
I'm sorry. Yay, thanks!
Bye. Done. Thank you. Okay, that's one. Got that. Damn it. Done. There we go. I guess just as a figure conversation, so did you see the thing earlier today with about like Ian Flynn, like regarding Dark Sonic earlier?
I think I've heard about it, like how it's like how I don't think it would work because Sonic's more of an incorruptible being.
Yeah. And like, just like for example, like the Werehog, he like he didn't lose his mind when he did that, even though he kind of did it, Archie. But you know,
I mean, didn't you technically write that, Flynn? I'm just saying.
I don't know if he did he? Yeah.
I have to check, but it's most. I know Flynn wrote the majority of Archie. The only time I know is like Stanley sometimes wrote a bit before IDW. I've got to check that one, but I know probably in the plan. So yeah.
I think the thing I remember from it most of like him saying that he really liked the idea. He really likes Darkspine because it's like the idea of like Sonic becomes the villain of a Racer Jin story, and just the way it was described, it's like, God, that sounds so much cooler than what it actually is. God, that sounds so much cooler.
I think the concept of Dark Sonic can be interesting, but the only time we actually have it is it's kind of a very edgelord kind of type of incarnation.
It shows up for a minute and then is completely forgotten about for the rest of Sonic X at that point.
Sonic is like, yo, Sonic, you need a Snicker.
Pretty much.
Yo, can we set up an arc of the complication of Sonic using Chaos Emerald using negative emotions? What? No? Okay.
No, okay, bye. Oh god, it's this dude. I remember I specifically used this guy for an example of the dub in my review on this one.
You know what? Let me check his voice acting real quick.
I don't know if you'll find it because it is just kind of a background character, so.
I feel like if it's a It's just little small crab things, so... Oh, okay, that might sound ear grating after a bit.
Oh, yeah. So why
It's not it's not as cute as the
Yeah.
made up language.
Yeah, that's why I used it as the example of the review, because, yeah.
I'll say next time because it's pretty much every like corrupt being in the Sonic verse, honestly.
Jack, what are you barking at now?
What's that silly wabbit on screen?
He's more with my parents, so probably gonna be talking about, probably barking at some... I don't know where I was going with that.
Wow. I think definitely more direction.
Direction. I mean, if it's everybody in a cast, then I usually am more gonna point towards director, because I mean, most of the extra cast is just, I believe, I think it's mostly just Laura Bailey and Wendy Lee for, like, most of the side characters and stuff like that. But yeah, no, just like, it's kind of bad across the board on this one.
At best, we'll get voices that sounds like the characters. I really think actual Klonoa sounds okay if you weren't weirded out by the actual like voice thinking.
Yeah.
I'm sure people grew up with this game. This is what they're used to.
for the like. Not a lot of people, though, because I do know this version of the game bombed as well, which is why we haven't seen Klonoa in years at this point.
Pretty much. So go buy the Switch one.
Yeah, I mean, it's basically this version of the game, from what I keep seeing. Just kind of colored up. And a new model.
Water effects are nice.
Yeah. Go down. Yep. Whoop, whoop. Ah! Ah! I mean, yeah, Klonoa enemies are always very cutesy in their design, stuff like that. I always, though my mind always immediately kind of goes to Kirby enemy design, because they are very similar. I mean, they both are Dream Warriors, so, you know.
Dreams.
I don't think the Switch version? I mean, I kind of, like, I forget if, this I don't think the Klonoa remake is a Switch exclusive. I don't think so. I don't know. I know it was revealed in a Nintendo event. Is it Switch exclusive?
Let's see, it brings for the...
I feel like it's multi-platform, but I want to make sure on that before I say anything else. Okay, it's on all platforms. Okay, yeah.
Okay,
but also, like, I kind of see this one doing a lot better at this point, because I think also it's being released at a better time frame. And it's in July, so I don't... Like, I know all the heavy hitters are coming in June. I don't think it's got much competition in July, I believe.
Unless if you're in Europe where there's AI the Insomnia Files.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Because I think for us, the heavy hitters are all coming in June right now. And then, of course, like, and then, of course, August for Xenoblade 3.
We haven't gotten Frontiers yet. My poor wallet.
Well, to be fair, I think Frontiers, if that releases, it's probably going to be late October at the earliest, but I feel like November is probably more the time frame they're going to aim for. Where's this? Please be good.
There you go.
Please be good.
We're gonna find out in June.
Yep. Yeah, Jojo, I think just when this game originally came out, just I think the Wii was kind of platformered out by that point. I think didn't help as well.
It'll save a little fishy wing.
Ah, fish.
Hopefully this new port will have faster cutscenes.
Yeah, I hope that they just let you be able to have the option to even just like press a button to skip through the dialogue a little faster. Well, Jojo, I wouldn't say too much. I think, more late 2000s, early 2010s is definitely when platformers started kind of taking a backseat at that point. And then only just recently coming back, I'd say, 2017 on, at that point.
You know what? This Klonoa design could be worse. He could have had cat ears.
Oh, yeah. I
Ears.
remember that one.
I think, what were they thinking on that one?
Well, I think it was they hired the artist to do a completely different design because it's been so long since the original. And then he made that design, and then when they did tests like between the old and that design, the old design unanimously won that one. So they made him look a lot closer to his previous design.
Taranza?
He does look like one. Did he say Kirby?
Kirby.
Kirby.
Yeah, Sonic Origins, the AI sequel, and Three Hopes.
Yeah, Three Hopes is the big one for me that month. I feel like I'm gonna wait on Origins for it to go on sale, just because of all the weird shenanigans going on with that collection right now.
I just want the game, guys.
Yeah, also I think 40 is a bit much, honestly, for the classic games.
You're hoping like, where's the extra content? I want the content.
Yeah.
Where's my direct?
Yeah, Three Hopes is the big one for June for me, because I know I'm going to be putting a lot of time into that.
Oh, I love OG Warriors despite its roster. So more
I was seeing if I could find a copy of Warriors. I didn't. My search wasn't very successful on one that wasn't basically full price. So
yeah, it's basically Fire Emblem in a Warriors game.
yeah.
It probably, it mostly uses the command characters a lot more than usual. So. Get your wax over here.
Okay, yeah. I think I can do it from the side. Yeah. Okay. I am being way too cautious with this one. Favorite Warrior game? Probably Strikers. Mostly just because it doesn't quite fall into as many of the traps as regular Warriors does. Uh-oh. First true death? Yeah, first true death. Okay.
L's.
I do love this boss meme though. Whoop!
Whoop.
Over! Ah. Yeah, I am. Okay, am I gonna get there? It's really hot. I think we might be exploding. Maybe that's what's going on.
Yeah, exploding, yeah. You know, I don't put something spicy for combos. What's the most controversial Sonic game?
No. What do you mean by controversial on that kind of deal?
I guess I would say divisive in opinions. Like, for me, I would say it's SA2 because I feel like the internet can't decide whether that game is good or not.
I think Heroes probably, I would say. I think, because SA2 kind of goes all over the place. Heroes is like, people either like or hate that game kind of deal. And I find very little middle ground on that one.
I heard some argument regarding Sonic Colors. The hard thing about that one, like, I don't know if you're talking about the game or the actual cutscenes on that one.
The problem with Colors, I feel like, I've said it a few times, I feel like Colors got hit, like, there was a little bit of discourse on it, and then it really started after Forces, because I feel like it got grandfather claused into Forces and Lost Worlds problems on that. Because it feels like everybody just kind of lumps it in with the same problems kind of deal. It's like, no, I don't think those were problems in Colors. Lost World and Forces are to blame on that one.
What? These games did not improve based on its predecessor? What?
Kind of like Sonic in a nutshell.
Lost World, you can argue, is just being experimental. Forces is probably the bigger outlier because they're actually using the formula that worked.
Yeah, I mean, Forces is definitely the game that I think everybody just kind of lost faith in Sonic Team after that one. I'm hoping they can redeem themselves on Frontiers, but it was damning of just how much they screwed that up, especially because Mania only came out like 2 months before it.
I would imagine that Sonic Team being after Forces failed. Like, so guys, we have a problem.
And they still haven't contacted the Mania team again outside of Christian Whitehead for these ports. Well, Persian, I wouldn't even say that, because, like, definitely at the time, I definitely remember people enjoying that way more about Colors that wasn't taking itself so seriously at that point. It's the only one of their writing of the games with those writers' style that I think actually worked with that, because it just states very simple on that.
Like, I think you can make the argument of the comedy not being your taste, but it's consistent.
Yeah, it's just an Eggman. It's just a beat Eggman plot, which I think was just kind of refreshing at the time, because what Sonic was definitely getting into a pattern with his storytelling at that point.
Also, oh my gosh, VAs with decent voice direction. Let's go.
Well, I mean, that was in Unleashed at that point when they finally got good voice direction. But yeah, no. I still enjoy Roger Smith Sonic. Just I enjoy it when he's actually given material to work with. Unfortunately, I feel like him and Jason have had like the roughest run of just having really bad material that they got.
Yeah, my material was so bad.
Damn, Jason. Also, yeah, hello.
Pat, I just came by to tell you that my friend bought Tales of Arise today.
Yo, another one!
he just pulled me into a corner and asked me, so Jason, you played Arise, right? Yeah. Did you beat it or did you 100% it? Oh, I 100% it. Excellent! I don't need a guide! You're that guy!
To be fair, I don't really think you need much of a guide for Arise, unless you're like...
the big thing he asked me was, how long do you think it will take me to 100% this game? I was like, you could probably do it in like 80 hours.
Yeah, I think my time was like 75 hours, I think, for 100% was mine.
I know mine was like 100 plus, but that's because I was having way too much fun with the game.
Man, a few weeks ago, Jason, I was just like, damn. Man, I really want to play Arise again. I know it was back in January, but damn, I want to play it again.
It's a really good game.
I haven't felt that good about an RPG since, like, base Persona 5 for me on that kind of deal.
Oh, dang.
Let's just say right now it is firmly seated at #1 for my game of the year, and I don't think it's going to move from that point, honestly.
It's gonna take a lot to like get rid of like just dethrone Arise for me.
Yeah. But yeah, Jason, we were talking about it before. There was a thing with Ian Flynn that was going around today of like saying that he doesn't really like the idea of Dark Sonic and stuff like that, and he much prefers stuff like the Werehog and Dark-Spine Sonic. I think explicitly he said for Dark-Spine he really liked it because of like the idea of like that he's becoming the villain in a Razor Jin story, and I'm like, God, that sounds so much cooler than what we actually got.
Actually, you know what? When you put it like that,
it sounds so much cooler than what it actually is.
Yeah, that just makes Dark-Spine sound cooler.
Oh no, not Joker for Persona.
Yeah, Kirby, I would say Kirby is firmly in second place right now, kind of deal. Also, I just want to ask, did like stream freeze there for a second for you guys? Because I'm trying to figure out if that is something on OBS or that is something that actually happens in the streams, so like that weird pausing there. I just want to know, yeah, did it put on that, but yeah.
On the Dark Sonic talk, you know, once I outgrew the edginess, cool edgy factor that is Dark Sonic from my younger years in the fandom, I do think that Dark Sonic is cool. I also think it should be a one-time thing and never happen again.
Yeah, and the one actual somewhat canon time it's depicted, it came in and leave.
But because the idea behind Dark Sonic, I do think is cool because if Sonic could tap into the positive force of the Chaos Emerald, he could also tap into the negative force. There's nothing saying that Sonic can't do that. You just need something that makes him really mad. In that case, it was just no, you know, Cosmo. Oh, Chris, I guess, but Cosmo.
Now you see, if it was Tails, though.
Yeah, makes sense.
Well, Persian, I'd say, like, the way Ian was describing it, I think, I liked of how he was describing it, mainly with stuff like Werehog, of where Sonic is clearly more on edge and stuff like that with the Werehog, but he still, like, keeps himself in check kind of deal, which I like that. There are interesting ways than just, oh, incorruptible good, blah, blah, blah. It's all on context, my man.
Like, I think, like, as far as, like, the Werehog is, like, Werehog side, I think I like the Werehog at its, I think Werehog at its peak, when it first showed up in RT Sonic, where, where in that context, when Sonic transformed to the Werehog for the first time, Sonic lost control for a bit, but that was because everything that he saw looked like Monster Hill because Sonic always thinks that he is in the right.
Yeah.
Huh.
So so like the Warhog took like a more Hulk-like approach to it in the beginning, but then once Sonic calmed down and learned to control it better, it turned back into the Warhog and just go, oh, we're back. I was like, oh, so the Warhog's cool. Oh, we're back to normal Warhog stuff.
Let's do something interesting for a few issues and then completely like okay.
After
Now
that,
that
the
we're
more
on the-
interesting, the more interesting thing they did was the fact that Sonic had to hide himself from Weird Night in public where he was out, so that way no one could see him actually become the Warhog.
It only had that issue about was during the Fighters arc, which does lead to one of my probably my favorite gag with the Werehog, where Sonic is sitting in the limo with Knuckles and Chip, and he just transforms like, so I got this problem.
So here's the thing. I might have taken the cookies from the cookie.
If you only need to read one hard arc from Archie Sonic, please be the Fighters arc. It's really good.
I need to get back on IDW. It's been a hot minute.
I have now purchased all 4 issues of
Copycat?
Imposter Syndrome, so I'm going to
Imposter Syndrome, that's the name of the arc, right?
Yeah.
Might be a good time to catch up because we are reaching the 50th issue in June.
Oh,
Yeah.
alright.
Like, I fully caught up on like the main issues. It was just like the side stories that I just needed to get caught up with.
They're really hyping up the 50th issue. Which, yeah, understandable considering what's
Like they always hype up. They always hype up every 20, like every.
Yeah, I mean, that's comics in general, of hyping up every, like, 20th or 50th issue kind of deal.
Because the content, because like in the context of comics, that just means that this has just been going on for 2 years. This story's been going on for 2 years.
Yeah, I'm definitely ready for the comics to get to rev up again because the recent arcs have been relatively chill.
Yeah, they've been pretty low stakes kind of deal. I don't think something quite on the level of the Zombot arc, but something like definitely a bit more, just stakes a little higher than what they've been for the past few.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But Dark Spy Sonic versus Golden Armor Sonic though.
I love Speed Battle.
Yeah.
I don't think Dark Spine's even in Speed.
Dark Spine's not in Speed Battle.
It'd be cool though.
Black Knight bias, let's go!
Hey, we're literally having a Gawain event.
Yeah, we're
so-
having a Gawain event right now, so...
I remember when I saw Sonic in the Black Knight for the very first time, I remember thinking, why give Sonic a sword? This is stupid. I was stupid at the time.
Well, I distinctly remember, I like how the Klonoa stream has just gone back to being about Sonic again, but I distinctly remember I was visiting my grandparents, and we were just heading up to the library since their library's within walking distance of their house. And I remember seeing the Nintendo Power issue, Sonic holding a sword, and I was there, and I was staring at it for about like 5 minutes, trying to process everything I was seeing at that point.
We make fun of Unleashed stands, we're unapologetic Black Knight stands.
Yeah, but Black Knight is actually has cool ideas.
Sonic is cool.
And it's also got a top tier as fuck soundtrack.
It also has one of the best transformation sequences in the whole game series.
And in general, I'd still say probably my favorite interpretation of Sonic as well.
When you overanalyze Sonic Source and realize this is a really good character study of Sonic. No, wait a minute, this is actually good!
Wait, fuck, come back!
Please ignore the attempted suicide of Gawain.
Silence! Silence, I say! I remember thinking about this like a while ago of what I would rank like to be like the best stories and the best Sonic stories and like on like the game side. And I remember I think in my head putting SA2 at number 1 in my brain.
I would not agree on that one, but I think that might be an interesting tier list to possibly do one night of like Sonic stories, but like rate them on the scope of like how well, like how much do they try and how much do they succeed at it, kind of deal. You know?
I remember my list just comprising of it was Sonic and the. This is like in no order. It was Sonic and the Black Knight, Sonic Unleashed, SA1, SA2. I try to remember what the 5th game was.
Heroes, Colors,
as far as like.
We've done Leisha.
Leash. I mean, to be fair, Persian, I don't know. It's been so long since I played Battle. I don't know where I would rank it. Also, Battle is a double-edged sword. Because I think certain characters get great stuff, and then certain characters, like, for example, Amy, just get terrible stuff to work with.
Yeah, it's like...
That's probably still Amy's worst game by far.
Amy is a good character.
I think
They've
the
had very bad
Battle, because like the whole point of this like the list of we're ignoring the music, we are ignoring the gameplay. The only thing that matters here is how well does this game actually tell a story. That's the only thing that matters in this tier list. Which means that Secret Rings actually has a chance.
Worth a chance.
Secret Rings is alright. Though I don't think it explores the themes as in depth as Black Knight.
I also think just a Razor Jin is just a really lame ass villain that can't make up his mind on what he wants to do.
Sonic, give me the ring, Sonic. I'll put the same flame on your chest if it goes out.
I'm also going to impede your progress on getting the rings too. So.
Alright, Jin, I'll play your game. Good, and while you're doing that, I'll still be trying to kill you.
What?
That's right, Sonic. I'm going to throw a whole bunch of obstacles on your way. So now we get in the ring, you get in the ring. But you just want me to get the rings, right? Yes! And you're gonna still try to kill me? Yes!
Absolutely.
I'm just gonna be honest, I just don't like you.
We just don't like you.
Yeah, I just don't like you, Sonic. I just want you to die. Even if you are doing me a favor, I still want you to be dead.
It's a bit like Black Ops Blight also has the benefit of having the Sonic in-game characters more involved. Like even with Secret Rings, the more interesting aspect is actually when Sonic interacts with the Sonic characters and how
which kind of stops halfway through the game.
Like, how much of a dick he is to Secret Rings Eggman when he's clearly someone of a good guy.
That being said, I did like the joke of Sonic catching him with his feet.
Yes.
Yeah,
that's probably the best part
of
of Secret Rings, honestly.
Well, that and probably like the ending cutscene. Like it gets kind of cheesy at the end, but I
the part with the lamp is great. The part with the lamp is great.
I told you, I'm not a rat. I'm a hedgehog.
Well, none of that, but I'm more just talking about Sonic just with the lamp and just like, alright, we're gonna... Just like, I'm gonna
Sonic-
abuse the
Sonic
lamp.
just sitting on
I'm
the
gonna
chair.
abuse the power of the lamp at this point. Like,
Sonic just sitting on the chair, I don't like a boss. Like, for my first wish, my first wish.
on
Erasure
number
Jin, I
5,
wish you
on number 6.
were, Erasure Jin, I wish you were cringe. Ah!
That's like probably one of the more of calmly angry Sonic.
Yeah.
Sonic is like, oh, you fucked up. You fucked up. I would say Swords. I would still put SA2 high enough because I like the ambition, but it's definitely buttered down by its problems.
I think it's probably like a B plus for me. It's like, it's definitely got a big scale and stuff like that, but I just think it lacks those details kind of deal to make the story really worth it. And plus, I think most of the cast just don't really have anything to do in that plot.
I think it helps SA2 a lot in the category. It's like, I think it's like the way that a lot of people feel about the Majin Buu arc and Dragon Ball, where when you put like a microscope, like a magnifying glass to the story, a lot of it doesn't work. But there's still a whole bunch of iconic moments that came out of that arc because of the way that it made you feel. Cause I think that SA2 has a lot of a lot of great moments that made like a lot of people feel something. Even you can point out all the problems with Shadow as a character in SA2, but there's still reasons that a lot of people still really like Shadow.
Yeah, it's called Sonic X.
I'm the strongest.
I'll always say between the two, I think I like Sonic Adventure 1 story more, just because I think in execution it works better, in my opinion. So.
Wait, Patrick, hang on. I'm the coolest. Now watch me girl boss my way through this whole ship in one go. Where's that stupid flower?
SA1 has the advantage of being the first 3D romp and establishing its like, okay, let's actually fully establish these characters' personalities, what their deal is, and overall arcs.
And then proceed to ignore them.
SA1 is like the criteria, like if you're able to at least do the bare minimum of these, you pass.
Sonic, respect me. All right, cool story, Amy. Anyway,
gonna take about till Sonic Boom for that, my girl.
The 2000s were kind to Amy.
Yeah, I mean, 2000s was I definitely understand. I was in camp too of not really liking Amy during that time, but definitely Boom onward. I think they got a much better grasp of who they wanted Amy to be at that point. So,
even with the going to the essay games, there is something to like with Amy regarding her compassion and whatnot. Just kind of got lost after they let's focus purely on the clingy fangirl aspect.
Because that won't take her character hard as fuck.
Yeah, I would.
Who put this 12-year-old in charge of the army?
Hey, she's doing a damn good job for.
Who put this 12-year-old in charge of the restoration force? Aren't there actual adults here?
At least technically the 12-year-old knows more what she's doing than the actual guy who got the actual 16-year-old that secluded their life the entire time and caused a mass population wipe.
Well, Operation Big Wave was a big failure. Knuckles, you just got a whole bunch of people killed!
Total whiplash, what's that?
Knuckles, a lot of people die! Well, Operation Big Wave was a big failure.
Knuckles and Sonic Force's portrayal was weird.
I have no. Out of all the Fits and Forces, that's the one I'm still scratching my head. It's like, what the hell were they doing with Knuckles in that?
None of this is good, Vector. That's why it's called War.
At least he wasn't complete, dumbass.
It's like, there's. I feel like most of the Forces, characters' interpretations are, fine. Kind of deal. I think people overblow them, but it's then characters will just get that one line or one scene kind of deal.
My issue, like that Knuckles line, my issue is not with the line itself, it's just who says it.
Yeah.
It's in a Sonic game. Like, none of this is good, Vector. That's why it's called war. It's like, why is this in the game? And why is Knuckles saying that?
I don't know how to feel about that. It's sometimes reaching it. It's so weird. It's good territory.
Like, if Shadow or Mega said that, I will be like, alright, I'll accept that a bit more, but it's you saying that. You saying that.
I think Force is also the big lift alligator for me in regards to betraying Shadow, because while they really underutilized Shadow despite of how he's surprisingly more important than we realized in that game, he's actually portrayed pretty in character.
Yeah.
Then IDW happened, I'm like, what happened?
Not weak. Get out of my sight, you weakling. What you say, mate?
You fucking what, mate?
So did Shadow kill the jackals, or what? It's pretty unclear.
No, no, he just told him to go home. No, he walked in and said, your boss is cringe, but they ran away.
That will just make Infinite's story a lot funnier with the jackals like, you know what, this isn't worth our effort. It's like, no!
Boss, I'm gonna be honest, you're pretty cringe, bro.
Yeah.
I'm not cringe. I'm not cringe! Like a chicken comes from an egg. Everything has an origin.
No, wait.
Okay, Faithfulness, but you know what? You get to get away with that one because
No,
of
my
who your
favorite
VA is.
part about that line is the FTCR playthrough of 06 when they got to that part.
Yeah, he just stopped
He
the
starts
video.
googling.
Yeah, like chicken, those real things. Like, it's just like him, and like he was just hug. Checked out. But anyway.
That 06 playthrough is fucking god zero.
It all checks out. So anyway. And then there's the part where Sonic and Elise was standing on the cliff and he just
My favorite part of that whole playthrough.
And you just hear Smoothie's laughing in the background because
My favorite part though. My favorite part though is just Nathan absolutely dying at that point.
Yeah, no, it's just Smoothie saying that he forgot he did that, so he also was caught off guard by the just like crashing into
I mean, sometimes, as an editor as well, sometimes you forget about your own joke you put into a video kind of deal. If it's been long enough, you can forget.
Oh yeah, it's like that one joke that you laugh at the first time, but then you put one time on it, you just think, is this even funny anymore? And then you walk away from it later, you go, oh yeah, it was funny.
Okay. Well, consider me provoked.
Meanwhile, like, I look at Zero Gravity Story and be like, why did he use this in a writer's game?
Yeah, I know, right?
Like, this could actually be a perfectly good setup for a Sonic platform, but no, you used it in a writer's game.
And
Why?
Then they were aliens. I'll never let them live that one down. No.
I can't believe all the birds in the Sonicverse are aliens.
I love Sonic's reaction to him finding out that they were aliens in the comics. Cause he just goes, it's like, you gotta get him, you guys are alien losers? It's just like, I don't understand what's going on. Sonic points out, you guys are alien losers!
You're cringe?
You're missing
oh
out.
my god, you're cringe!
Jason, I think you're forgetting to explain the context of this is right after they nuked his entire hometown, so he pretty much gives no shits right now.
Yeah, there is that, but but his reaction's still good. You guys are alien losers!
Yeah, speaking of which, I love that Argus probably has this amusing thing in the back of my head, because that's probably the most angriest I ever seen Sonic.
Yeah, Sonic is mad in that arc.
Like, understandable! considering what the heck happened during that time.
I
The
will
only
say I'm
other
not
time-
too huge when everybody keeps saying that's peak Sonic and stuff like that. I'm like, I don't know about that.
Like, the only other time I ever see Sonic that angry, was, after Antoine got blown up and was in the hospital. This was around the time when Silver was still trying to figure out who the traitor was. So, like, and Sonic, which just wasn't already having a bad day by that point, and Silver wasn't helping. So Silver just kept on accusing people, and Sonic attacked Silver, and Silver had to hold it back, and you just see Sonic, and Sonic is just like, I've had enough of you. You're no hero. There's like nothing here. Go home. Sonic.
Yeah, Persian. That's the same issue. Yeah.
Yeah, like Sonic was so done with Silver by that point.
I think the only reason people are using that as peak Sonic thing is just because people just don't really like some of IDW Sonic being a bit too vanilla, which I double-edged sword. I think this is a better, more game-accurate portrayal of Sonic. I do admit he feels a bit too nice in certain situations where the comic doesn't want to deal with exploring that. Like, you let these villains go anyway. I'm too used to looking at Sonic discourse.
Please, I joined this stream call to get away from it.
Man, I can't believe I joined a stream. I can't believe I joined a stream full of Sonic fans. Not talking about Sonic.
It's easy. I mean, it's easier to put these kind of arguments here than on the internet where everybody's like, "Oh, is that a personal threat? Huh? Guys, please, it's just Sonic. It's Sonic."
Guys, come on, it's just a blue rotor. What?
You fucking want me?
Yeah. Klonoa's been doing Klonoa stuff in the background.
Yes, he has.
Hi, it's Klonoa. I'm Klonoa.
I got a new game, Phil.
Yeah, I got a new game.
Wow.
Wow. Guys, look, it's me. I'm Klonoa.
Klonoa, the very unproblematic game franchise.
I'm Peach. Some people call me basic. I like to call it simple.
And clean.
I'm just a simple guy with simple platformers. I'm like Kirby for Bandai Namco, but they just never use me.
Even though I'm technically its more well-known character aside from Pac-Man.
I am Pac-Man. I'm the Pac-Man of this franchise.
What was the pattern for this one? There we go.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, Jojo, I told him about that immediately.
Yeah, he, I wasn't even in the voice chat, and I already could tell he was already having a blast. So when will you finally release Knights from Jail?
Never. Only. You kind of wonder if we'll ever get a collection at this point. It's just like Nights, Christmas Nights, and Journey into Dreams.
At least release Journey of Dreams from Sweet Jail, and especially since the unfortunate thing is that game automatically goes down from the Wii controller, so that's one of the worst ways to play that game.
Yeah, I've always heard play it with a GameCube controller, full stop.
Yeah.
I was thinking of doing a Nights Marathon with Balan Wonderworld was still a thing.
So much potential for this little jester man. Look at him, he's a jester thing.
And all squashed away.
How come nobody's talking about me?
Oh God.
Guys, come on. Any
Still,
Klonoa fans?
I still hear the voices in my head from purgatory.
There's like 2 Klonoa GBA games and that one RPG.
Yeah,
In-
I never heard anybody talk about the GBA games kind of deal, so I have no idea if they're good or not.
The Lost RPG game, all I know is that's like in an alternate continuity. So we're just gonna take these characters and make our own story. And oh no, stop punishing the elderly Joker. That's the way you're going to be. I don't care if you are an old woman. I won't go easy on you. Arr!
I do remember after this point, this is when the... I think it's Vision... I forget if it's technically the next Vision or the Vision right after, when the plot just so randomly 180s really fucking hard out of nowhere.
See, it 180s for a second, and then like, okay, we're kind of going back to the yay, and then the ending happens.
Yeah.
We're not there yet. Let's.
In Sonic Adventure 2, Eggman points a gun at a 12-year-old girl. This is a common tradition of putting the space column in the arc.
I always do wonder if SA2 ever gets somewhat remade, in a good way, how would they get away with those kinds of things today?
I think maybe instead of pointing a gun, you could have her in a capsule and threaten it to blast her out kind of deal, only for Sonic to now be in the capsule after that kind of deal. Maybe they do that?
Oh, the RPG has a fully completed translation now from emulation.
Ooh.
Oh, neat. Might wanna... So can I figure out if that game's good or not? Okay, a quick Google search. I think I found the ROM hack. Neat.
Anyway, I think that would be it for me. I am going to be off. You guys enjoy your Klonoa?
Alright, see you, Jerry-san.
Klonoa!
Wahoo!
Waha! Whoa, no!
Oh no, wow, no! Whack.
I will get you next time, Obu.
There we go.
I'm much too old for this. I've just tried. I know to respect your elders. No, apparently not. I say, aside from that, is there any heroic jesters? And Joker. Oh. P5 Joker, you know what I mean. Tell your little secrets to me, Gumball, son of a
Cubo's
bitch.
just like, I'm in deep shit.
You're a natural, Gumball. Yeah, come over here, I want to slap you.
I just think of this one manga panel from Yu-Gi-Oh! Where Kaiba smacks another person with the entire card briefcase kind of deal. I'm just imagining that to Yubo kind of deal.
Yubo's alright. I just know what he's. I just know
He's just full of shit and lying the entire time for no good reason.
No, it's just let's we'll get there when we get there.
I bet. How is he? What's he grabbing onto?
Oh no, this you know this thing? It has a really good quality.
It's got a really good
sticker.
suck.
It sucks. I love suck. No, stop.
You walked right into that one.
Hey, we gotta go warm Grandpapa. It's
Yeah.
no big deal.
His ears are going crazy.
This desperate journey home.
Ah.
No, don't touch the cactus, the Klonoa.
Okay, can't make it up there.
I could spew some deep lore of the Klonoa-verse, but that's unfortunately boring too because Klonoa 1's kind of big major lore dump doesn't happen till the end. So
Yeah. Like, I'm really looking forward to actually finally playing 2 at this point, because I've wanted to do a video on Klonoa 2 for a long time, guys. I really have, but I have been to, like, 3 TMGs and a bunch of other conventions near my area. I have never found a Klonoa 2 copy to save my life at all. And it doesn't help that Klonoa 2 is a bitch to emulate, so... I've been waiting for it to get re-released of any kind for me to be able to review it at this point.
Klonoa stuff seems to be pretty active now with the remake.
Whoa!
That cactus enemy looks like a Pokemon.
He does. Like something out of like Gen 7 on, I feel. Now these guys look like a Kirby enemy with the new guns at this point. Wow.
I mean, 2 Spot is definitely more interesting on that aspect of anime. Also, I guess to take another Sonic detour, Sonic fans don't want a dark story, they want a shonen story.
Yeah. I will always say it. It's that I feel like Sonic can do not dark. I feel like Sonic can always do more serious storylines. It just can't do dark. That's the problem.
One time where the Dark Soda worked, there were so many plot holes.
Yeah. Well, Flash, I'd say SA2, Shadow 06, every time they've attempted to do Dark. Dark and serious are two different things, kinda deal. How I define Dark is like I just again examples of I think SA2 Shadow 06 are like definitely examples I would point to when I feel like they're trying to be more Dark Forces as well, but Forces just also has the problem of just not deciding what the hell it
Tonal
wants its
whiplash.
tone to be. Yeah,
I
Jojo,
honestly-
I think you summed it up well. You know, I think when it comes to that, I'll always think of what they said on Deska Death Battle. I think summed it up really well. Because even when Heroes came out, people weren't having these conversations or stuff like that. Sonic was still seen as, you know, one of the top dogs of platforming and stuff like that. It's the instant Shadow the Hedgehog became a thing. That illusion got shattered at that point.
That being said, I respect and somewhat enjoy Sad AM. I don't like the perception of what people want Sonic to be
Yeah,
based on.
Sad AM is another good example actually on that, where I feel like Sonic just can't do Dark kind of deal as well.
The thing with Sad AM, it's like a cartoon trying to do its own thing, but with Sonic.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, Sad AM ranks pretty low for me on the cartoons, honestly, as well.
okay.
Like, Boom is like the only one of the shows I'll actually go back to, just because I think it's got solid writing. And even then, for Boom, it's very hit or miss on the show.
I will.
I'm
I will
hoping,
say the act-
I'm hoping Prime is good. I'm hoping Prime is good.
Oh god, I hope Prime's good. Visual wise, it seems to have nailed it so far.
Yeah. Flash, okay, Flash, but I absolutely disagree. I don't like Sad AM for me. I just never have been able to get into it.
Don't tell me Sad AM Antoine is better than actual Archie Antoine. Don't you dare. I have
standards.
The minute Antoine converted to Archie, even during the Pender era, was a whole lot better than Sad AM Antoine.
I mean,
Yeah,
just in general, I'm just not a big fan of Sad AM. I just feel like the show doesn't really go anywhere for me on that. I'm just more bored watching it.
I do like post Archie event of having to mix those characters into the gameverse. This is fun.
Okay, no shot. Or do I? Oh, what the fuck? Archie debatable, because again, Archie depends on writer for that.
Wait.
For just a dark tone Sonic kind of deal. Because man, like there are some good storylines there, but also when Archie gets fucking dumb and like soap opera bullshit, it gets bad soap opera bullshit.
You see, there's a reason why Sega mandates are a thing.
Yeah.
Like, we may seem to hate him, but we
Yeah. Like, after being in Archieville and stuff like that, you see the shit that, like, went down? The mandates are there for a reason, absolutely. Well, not even just Ian Flint. Ian Flint's got some stinkers as well in Archie. Like, let's be real.
Ian Flint, he can be he does some good stuff. There's a reason why he got promoted to Frontiers, but as someone who read a lot of Ian's stuff, I can definitely see the flaws in his writing after a bit.
Ironically enough, even for me, I still don't think, I think Ian Flint's honestly best work is probably in Mega Man Archie, for me. Like, I love his interpretations that he does for that comic, for different events and stuff like that.
Yeah. I feel sad every time remembering that Archie ended right
at the beginning of Mega Man 4, and it was just like, no, it's done.
Like, you can kind of feel he's set up for Mega Man.
He
4.
really wanted to do Mega Man 4 bad. You can feel it when you read that.
Yeah, and like the build-up is so good, and then once it happens, oh, the comic's done. No!
Well, Brandon, it's mostly so that writers don't go off the rail with Sonic characters and stuff like that. Because you see Archie, and the biggest problem Archie had for a long time, there was no lead writer or anything like that. Every writer kind of just came in and did something completely different, and leads to a lot of weird shit happening.
If I can give you a clear history on that, one of the main writers was the first main writer was the one that tried to do comedics, a very very comedic Sonic, which is why the first few issues of Archie were really weird. Pender was like the first one to come in where they tried to lean more towards a serious thing. Unfortunately, that's why he kind of ended up being the main writer after that.
Yeah.
And then there's like, two other main writers that happened to come up with him, which they have their own issues, but the main issue was a lot of miscommunication and Pender's wanting his own vision. Like, if you do something to reject his vision, then, like, no, I'm gonna retcon that shit. Also, talking about Sega mandates, everything that happened to Knuckles was supposed to happen to Sonic, but Sega said no, but apparently Knuckles was okay, so that's why Knuckles had to suffer for so long. He was the fall guy.
I mean, at least with Movie Knuckles, he's kind of back on track now at this point.
I'm so glad Knuckles has good characterization again.
Yeah, I know, man. I miss Knuckles so much.
There's an audience for Sonic Boom Knuckles, but
okay, it's like I do think that's probably my favorite comedic take of Knuckles kind of deal. When they're just doing pure comedy with him, but like he's still gonna have really bad ones. But
yeah,
when Knuckles is on point on that show, he's really good.
I just find it kind of silly that whenever they try to show Knuckles is dumb, they always use Sonic Boom when it's not even part of continuity. Like, Sonic X is right there, guys. You could use
Sonic X Knuckles is really weird for me. I do think he's overall fine. Again, I think it does run into the problem. Again, as soon as Shadow's introduced, Knuckles loses a lot of his stuff at that point.
Knuckles is that thing where he has good moments, but then every once in a while, Sears like, oh wait, you're the butt monkey. Here.
I mean, that's kind of the problem when you have kind of your Power 5, of a group. Usually the strong person is usually the first person to end up getting like their characterization hit the first in the group kind of deal.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Like Sonic X. Technically has the basic point of characterization, but then there's like, oh, we don't really know what else. We're just throwing a dartboard seeing what fits.
Yeah, I would say, but like for kind of post SA1 on, for not classic Knuckles kind of deal, I would say SA1 and Heroes, I think, are probably my favorite characterizations of Knuckles before that. For like, pre-movie.
Yeah, sounds about right. Shadow's gonna be really interesting for 3.
Yeah, I have better faith in that after how well they did Knuckles, but Shadow's gonna be a hard one, man. To I feel like nail. Also, speaking of dark stuff from earlier.
Hey, you love SA2?
You ready for this game to mood whiplash a 180 out of nowhere?
Yo, it's Grandpapa. How you doing, buddy?
Da, 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 da. Yo, that dude vibing over there.
Okay, we'll get back to the Sonic talk real quick, but for a second, Klonoa's that stuff is happening. No, feels disrespectful what's about to happen.
I should move.
To be fair, we don't know the capability of this old man, okay? Oh. For kids! I want to know how many children were traumatized by some of these moments in this game.
I mean, yeah, like, this point on, the game's tone changes so radically, you know?
Oh no, an actual threat! These guys are actually...
Like, guy!
The scene's not even done yet. It's like, oh no. Oh. Man, it's fun taking this off the bare corpse of the elderly. Okay, why is that bridge like that in the first place? That is some very
yeah.
design their architectures. Makes a good boss arena though.
Do love this boss theme.
Oh yes, good. Now you're just a Pokemon.
Yeah. Very legendary looking Pokemon right here. God, ow, that's very loud in my headphones. Ow. If you saw me jump there, that was why. I guess speaking of Sonic, that's an SA2 sound mixing right there is what it is.
Sonic Team, once you actually know how to do your duties properly,
That's really loud. Wait, I had to jump for that shit. Whoop.
Whoop! Hey, buddy.
Fuck.
Up. Not center enough.
You ready for the earth?
There we go.
That's a really quick boss fight. You know, Grandpa just gets nuked.
Yeah, I don't think he can survive a nuke.
Sir, I don't think you actually have anything in that pipe. It looks like soup.
It's the best time, Hugo. My oldest son, you're worried about his soup.
You're not even my real grandpa.
Actually, hang on. I'm gonna look this up just to, wait.
I am not looking forward to that temple level again. Everything's coming back about that, how long that level is.
Grandpa died, and you're thinking about
Thinking about the damn level is what I'm thinking about.
You must avenge the grandpa. So, I have a funny story when I was reading up about Klonoa lore when I was a kid. That it might have been a mistranslation regarding things of the ending of the game.
Mm-hmm.
But for the longest time, I read up something that pretty much explained Klonoa's grandpa was actually stranger who did not care for Klonoa and have the slightest. I'm like, so he was just an asshole? What?
he got WandaVision. Is what happened to him.
Oh dang.
Alright, I think that's a good stopping point for Klonoa tonight, and then we can wrap up the last few levels next time. So, join us tomorrow for Sly 2. That's going to be sign up. The poll is still here if you want to go vote. And yeah, have a good night, everybody.